Ladies and gentlemen, this is a welterweight contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, representing SBG South Shields, please put your hands together for Lewis Howe. And his opponent facing him across the cage. In the blue corner, representing Grip Gym, let's hear it for Duje Milano. Again, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Your referee, Simon Steniski.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, very excited to announce this, our third fight of the evening. Both fighters locked in for 3 rounds in this amateur welterweight contest. Lewis Howe in the red corner, representing SBG South Shields. Standing opposite him in the blue corner is Duje Milano, representing Grip Gym. My co-commentator, Jake Smith. What can you tell us about this fight, Jake?
I cannot wait for this fight. This is one of the ones on the card that I was looking at. It's a very, very intriguing matchup. Look, you can see Milano is a long-rangey fighter. Lewis Howe, first time representing SBG South Shields, of course, now under the expert tutelage of coach Alex Enland. In a very, very close fight the last time out. Arguably won. He did get edged out on a split decision, but he gave a great account of himself at Rise and Conquer 9. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing him back in action with a beautiful takedown.
Very well-timed takedown there from Lewis Howe. As you say, came up kind of short in his last one, but I think I agree with you. He potentially could have won that on a different night. Last victory was a unanimous decision victory over Ashley Hood in Olympus FC late last year.
Lewis has a hook in here already. He's going to struggle to get that right leg around, but he's in a very good position here.
Milano needs to turn into his man. Try and scrape him off using that fence. Turning away from him is only going to expose his back further to Howe, and he's going to be able to get that second hook in. But Howe doing a great job with that wrist control. That wrist control really making it difficult to escape. Yeah,
of course, the positioning as well. He's going to struggle, as we were saying there, to get this other hook in, but he's still looking to fish his arm under the neck. What I love, and it seems to be such a common trait with all the SBG South Shields lads, Alex Enland is very, very clear in his instructions, and his athletes always follow them to a T.
Great gym culture down there at SBG South Shields. This position is really interesting though, because as you can see, that wrist ride is stopping Milano from turning towards his left, but that hook is stopping him from turning in towards his right. So he's really got not a lot of options here other than wait for Lewis Howe to decide what position he wants to transition to next, but managing to get to his feet.
Done a very good job to get back up on his feet here, but Lewis looking to fish out under the neck.
Don't think he's got the control, but is he going to be able to transition, get both hooks in? Looks like Milano's going to be able to shake him off and enter into top half or maybe full guard.
Just the way Milano's body was positioned there as well on the way down, he did take a knock on the head off the mat. You wonder if that left him a little dazed.
Very even on the feet between these two. Milano has some boxing experience coming into this one, albeit his MMA debut. He's no stranger to combat sport.
Lewis Howe, of course, a slightly different route. You mentioned before about both of his results being decisions. Hell of a stamina, hell of a tank, because he's transitioned from rugby into MMA. His journey's been very different to most, but he's adapted to the sport fantastically.
Well, rugby is an endurance sport, but it's filled with high-energy, explosive movements, very similar to MMA. Exactly. So that makes sense.
And big hits too.
Oh yeah, got to be tough.
I think that's got to be there. A 10-9 round for Lewis Howe.
Based on control alone. I actually think in the stand-up, perhaps I might give the slightly cleaner boxing to Milano, but as you say, the amount of control time and just those little shots that he was using to rack up the volume. Agreed. Lewis Howe there, most likely with a 10-9 in round 1.
Those little shots you mentioned are so important. It's just chipping away, just keep working away. In that position then Milano doesn't know what he can do because he's constantly getting worked on. It's not giving him time to get any clarity in his mind as to how to try and get to his feet.
Exactly, it's very overstimulating, those little shots, and also they interrupt your breathing. It might not necessarily be doing a lot of damage, but let's say you hit someone 25 times with a little shot, that's 25 opportunities to breathe you've taken away from them.
Absolutely. Both men staring each other down here.
Very excited to see how this second round plays out. Are we going to see some more wrestling from Lewis Howe, or is Duje Milano going to be able to keep this one on the feet?
Touch of gloves and we are underway in this second round.
Lovely, a front kick up the middle, but a nice right hook return. That jab from Milano is so straight. It's like a piston. Lovely right hand to follow it as well. And a lovely duck under takedown there from Lewis Howe. It's not even necessarily that Lewis Howe is outclassed on the feet. It's simply that his advantage so solidly lies here in the wrestling, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Look, I mean, we were on about the rugby before, them tackles all count as well.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, look, Lewis is looking fantastic on the floor. As you mentioned, Milano has got boxing experience, so then naturally this may be where there is a little bit of a hole in this game. If you can exploit that, do it, and that's certainly what Lewis Howe was looking to do here. Lovely sprawl that as well.
Absolutely. As you say, if it's 50-50 on the feet, but you've got an 80-20% chance on the ground, why not take it to the ground? Working front headlock position here is Lewis Howe.
Right hand into the body there.
I think he's going to look to work his way around to the back. Milano very savvy though, not letting him get there. Nice knee to the body from Howe. Another knee to the body.
Like you say, this is good work from Milano, just getting his back against the cage, trying to prevent this takedown.
Nice job turning his man with the underhook there from Milano. They separate. Big right hand attempt there from Howe, but Milano savvy to it. Nice right hand counter there. Again from Milano, nice 1-2. Really impressed with the boxing of Duje Milano here.
Certainly using that height and length advantage he's got as well.
Roughing his man up against the fence now is Lewis Howe. Little shots to the body.
As you say, it is so very 50-50 in that boxing. I think Lewis Howe's doing a great job of getting in, landing a couple, and getting straight back out that out of the, covering the distance well.
I think he's getting intercepted with the jab, and he's getting caught with the straight right every now and then. We haven't really seen enough of them standing up to say definitively who's better, but I definitely think he has the advantage wrestling for sure. Nice right hand from Duje. Lovely big shot there from Lewis Howe.
I'm very impressed with the constant movement and constant feints of both men as well. Just keep your opponent guessing. 10 seconds here of round 2 left.
I think a much harder round to score than the first. I mean, thank God it's not our job to call rounds that close, but how did you see that one in relation to how the first round went?
Certainly a lot closer than the first round. I just wonder if the work Lewis is doing in the wrestling, roughing the man up against the cage, will be enough. I think it will for the judges then to score that definitively almost in his favour. But we've seen a lot more there from Milano in that round. A lot more what he's about, a lot more of his striking, but I do think that was Lewis Howe's round.
As we're seeing in the replay here, very crisp boxing from Milano. I reckon maybe if he got more volume off standing up, then the judges might see that as more effective work than potentially the cage wrestling. Could be potentially one apiece going into this third round. Both guys in great shape though, looking fresh. Referee Simon Stadniski getting ready to shut the door and get this third and final round underway.
I've really enjoyed this in between rounds as well. Just as we've been ready to come out, both men just keeping their eyes firmly fixed on each other.
Lovely jab there from Lewis Howe. Nice up kick.
We've seen that a couple of times now from Milano.
He's got a really nice one. I'd like to see him maybe push a little bit more with it rather than just going straight up. But it's very good. Big shots exchanged by those two there. Both looking to put their opponent to sleep. Inside low kick. And a nice jab there from Lewis Howe. Double jab, 1-2 from Milano, but it gets ducked under, and lovely double leg takedown straight into side control.
Look, it's been very obvious. I think the game plan was to get this fight to the mat.
Yeah.
And I think Howe's done a great job of implementing that game plan.
Knee slides beautifully across into full mount, but then transitions all the way over to try and finish this arm triangle. That looks tight.
The referee's taking a look. He's
out! Wow! What a submission victory! Transition to the mount beautifully. I'm not sure that Duje Milano noticed that he was setting up the arm triangle on the other side. What a performance from Lewis Howe.
You can see what it means to him as well. I mean, look, we said from the start, the wrestling, that was where the difference was going to be. Milano had that boxing experience. Lewis, wrestling, getting it to the floor, and that's exactly what he was looking for. As I mentioned before, under the tutelage of Alex Enland, you're going to know them nasty submissions.
What a massive and stellar performance there from Howe, picking up his first finished victory of his amateur career. Our sponsors for tonight, Sponsor Right, Eric's Fightwear, DN4 Photography, Vulcanite, Fresh and Lean. Media partners tonight, MMA Reloaded, Combat Sports UK and MMA TV. What a fight. No judges needed for this one. We are going to hand it over to our announcer, Wayne Groves, to make this official.
Always great to see there as well, of course. Lewis Howe just going over to check on Milano, make sure he's okay.
As you say, very good. See Duje Milano back to his feet. All well.
He'll no doubt be back.
Absolutely. I mean, as I was very impressed with his boxing in this one. I did think he had the cleaner boxing. I was very impressed with his up kick up the middle. I liked his 1-2. I liked his jab. Very excited to see him compete in the future. But the win will belong to Lewis Howe.
It certainly will. I tell you what, I was very, very impressed with there as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both our warriors. What a fantastic fight we've just witnessed. We've got your winner after 1 minute 3 seconds of round number 3 by way of referee stoppage due to an arm triangle. Declaring your winner in the red corner, Lewis Howe. And let's hear it for our runner, Duje Milano.
Excellent fight there. Another contender for one of our finish of the night bonuses. We will have 2 finish of the night bonuses and a fight of the night bonus, all worth £250. We now look forward to our 4th bout of the evening between Ethan Wilson and Liam Fullerton.